So now we have Ibuki versus Sim. Very bad match for Sim. So Petey saying he hasn't been practicing for the Sim match. Petey embarrassed that he loses to Sim ever because this match sucks for Sim.
Meanwhile, throw this kid out. Get him off the mic.
Damn, telling the photographer to go away.
Salt. Some mad salt.
Fatal Clip stealing Grimm's chair. Good job.
Dan is mentally preparing. He's
Fatal
been
Clip stole your chair,
closing his eyes.
You were right
Gathering
here
his
too, and you
soul
got
power.
your chair
He's starting
stolen
to
like right
hop
from
up.
you. That's fucked.
He's got a transparent ball on his stick. It's probably not his stick. He goes to match. So Dan doing a good job of just keeping Ibuki away, but he's running out of space. This is the exact position you don't want to be against Ibuki.
You don't want to be blocking her. You don't want to be in the corner. Dan is doing both of these things.
And Petey is just bullying him.
Yep.
No big deal.
Petey doing traps. Now I spoke to Dan. About this the other day. Dan is not afraid of Ibuki. He believes that he has an answer for all of her options. I think he's out of his fucking mind. But the thing that he has an issue with is he's actually fairly scared of that close roundhouse because no other Ibukis use it. So he's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's a good move. Put it up.
And Dan has a rather bad history of getting blown up by shit he doesn't understand. Let me finish this match and I'll let you in.
Yeah, I agree. Or, I mean, whatever you say. You were interviewing Dan.
That's fine. Wasn't an interview.
Oh, no conversion on the, what was that, level 2? Level 3?
I think that was level 2. Dan.
Oh,
oh my
nice.
god! The hilarious mix-up.
Long range poke.
The funniest mix-up of all time, but doesn't kill. And now Dan has kind of a problem, actually. He's got to get this last bit of damage, and Ibuki will go ham. But gets hit.
Quite a different round from last time.
Yep.
Dan doing a better job of not letting Ibuki get started.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about.
And that is the game.
It's true.
Ibuki is a one-player game. She is not a fighting game character. She is
nice super. Huge life lead.
Basically training mode. So you have to make sure that you play training mode against her.
Yeah. Dan's getting a little confident here.
Dan's throwing a lot of buttons.
Really
I think he understands Petey's rhythm.
Yeah, definitely.
Petey getting in is very bad for Dan.
Right here, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, understanding a rhythm doesn't matter when Ibuki gets in on you.
Red
you just get fucked anyway. No damage. I don't like that option. I wish he had done a reset, especially against Sim.
Wow, that did
Same
nothing.
situation as last
that did
time.
like 20 damage.
And now he's dead. My sick? Tom Vigil has it.
He's over there.
Sorry.
All right, so what do you think? What do you think Pete needs to do to change this?
He needs to be a little more careful about how he gets in. He is playing pretty reckless, actually.
Yeah.
That was good, though. I really like his options mid-screen. It's just that when he is not in, he expends a little too much to get in.
I know that I also, at least personally speaking, when I play PD, he likes to throw out pokes a lot.
He does like to throw out pokes a lot. He is a button monster.
And you should not do that against him.
No, but he is a Buki, so it makes
true.
sense. The character's buttons are good.
Yeah.
But Dan got caught by some shit.
He did a lot better job of waiting until the right moment to really throw something out. Ooh. I thought. He waited until Dan was kind of at medium range. Dan was going in for some reason.
Yep. That was good. I like that kunai. Jumping again.
Nice focus.
PD is not making efficient use of focus, I feel, as well in the mid-screen. Dan taking advantage of that. Oh,
Nice
getting a mix-up, but not getting a combo.
Boogie's in the corner.
He fucked up the US knife. That sucks.
Nice
Gets
over.
fucked up for trying to attack.
He drops his momentum there. Kind of surprising.
PD getting a hit though.
Doesn't need much more to make this happen. One more mix-up. Oh, is this it?
This is it. And that's game.
Getting hype.
Now it's 1-1. People getting kind of hype in the background for Ibuki bullshit they saw 3 years ago. I don't understand why people get hype over this character, seriously. I just despise her.
It does always feel a little funny that she can land that.
Yeah, yeah. Like
whenever it happens, you're always like, "Is that? Oh yeah, that
Because
works,
when you
that
see
works."
when you see Akuma do it, you're like, oh.
that
When you see
works.
Viper do it, you're like, yeah. And then you see Ibuki do it, and you're like, she hit me like 15 fucking times before. Really? Why does she get that?
Why is this a hit stun deterioration?
Right? Yeah. No, this ain't Marvel.
We're all tied up.
Nope.
Here we go.
Oop, I like that. Back forward. Even him out. Dan understanding that PD has sort of stopped hitting as many buttons.
Yeah.
He's going more for kunai, and he needs to anti-aim a little more. The big problem is this. PD is converting off single jabs.
Right.
The moment PD gets one jab, he's
win.
getting a lot of damage for it.
Well, and he gets a knockdown too. Which
Oh, I'm not talking about hitting with jab. PD making Dan block a single jab has led to every bad situation Dan has been in this entire series. So at the moment, Dan needs to be at this range.
at all times.
And yep,
This is where it all
It's an issue.
all comes around.
overhead. No,
Ooh, there it was.
same trap. No, that was a
Nice
frame
throw.
trap.
Nice throw.
Dan getting out at the cost of some life, but I don't think he cares. He doesn't care.
Wow. Dan pulled that out. He looks tired.
Dan looks annoyed too.
He's doing that thing that Infiltration does with his eyes. Where he just like blinks them really hard.
I think Infiltration is consistently in a state of like in between sleep and like being awake, just like Puko is.
Yeah.
And that's because that's when he's most powerful.
Ooh, I don't know. No punish there? It seemed like he should have done it.
I definitely think there were a couple of moments
Great
that both
teleport.
sides should have punished,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, they were not on point with that moment.
All right, good position for Dan.
No bootleg pressure
Wow.
by Dan, and
Wow.
gets caught for it. I'm very surprised. Dan has actually not had that position, and he chose to bait first. I don't like that, but I understand because there have not been a lot of reversals thrown by PD at all.
This is match point right here. I think this is to get in the winners finals too. So we will see who will play Jaren in winners finals. I think the entire tournament is over here right now.
Ooh, very good confirm. Dan trying to get a big life lead here. Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
Just needs a couple more hits. Oh,
Ooh.
and he goes for the snipe.
Yoga sniper.
Very good. Dan's part.